Now it's time for our first guest. James Maslow is best known as the star of both the top-rated Nickelodeon show Big Time Rush and best-selling music group of the same name, but now he's making headlines for his solo music. Today he joins us to talk about his new single, Love You Sober. Everyone please give a warm Bill Burnt welcome to James Maslow.
Sorry.
Nice to meet you.
Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, James.
Pleasure, I'm good. I'm
Welcome.
gonna come on in here.
Thanks for coming on.
Hey, how are you? You're good.
Just yayed in your face.
I love it. I will take it. That's why I come actually. It's for the yays, the
Great.
hype.
Awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, we're glad you're here. So this new single, tell us about it. Where did this idea come from?
So Love You Sober is, it really is the first of a bunch of music I'm putting out. And even though I've put out other music as a solo artist before, this I'm considering the first real push, because it's the first time that as an independent artist, I said I'm not putting anything out until I have song after song after song ready, with budgets for videos and publicity and everything, and that's what's up with this one. So this is kind of a tease. It's very much personal to me about past relationships in my life, and talking about videos and all that, I already shot the music video for it in Detroit 2 weekends ago. It's like a James Bond opening sequence.
Ooh.
We have helicopters and planes, and I use a director from a huge World War II film I just did, so I don't know, I'm excited. I'm blending my cinematic world with film with my music that I love, so.
Yeah, and is the vibe of the song like, I'll love you even if I'm not drunk? Or like, what's the sort of takeaway?
I wish it were that positive.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, there is a literal aspect to it where I've been in several relationships where I looked into it several months in and realized, man, we haven't gone out without having at least a couple drinks.
Right.
And then I would kind of set back and go, I hope that this infatuation, this lust, this potential love is real without all the extra stuff. And unfortunately, in a couple of cases, it wasn't. So that's what this is, kind of a hope in the future that I can have everything that I thought that I had before with somebody that is down to not always have to go out and have a party setting with it.
I think that's really relatable for a lot of people.
Especially, you know, when you're young and in your 20s, like, what do? You say, hey, let's go for a drink.
Totally.
Normal thing. But eventually that becomes the norm, and that's what I'm trying not to keep happening.
I was on a date yesterday, and he says he doesn't drink, and I was like, we'll never work. And I left. I was like, that was it. Goodbye.
He's like,
You
"See
need
ya."
a balance.
We're from two different worlds. See you later.
I feel I dig it. I need a balance, but where do you find the person that you can go and party with and have fun, but also wake up on a Saturday morning and go and go to the gym, go boxing, something like
Farmer's
that.
market.
Yeah.
Well, you mentioned the video. It's going to be out in the first week in June, right?
Yeah, I think we're gonna drop it June 5th is the idea.
So really excited about that. And you already kind of teased it. It's going to be a big budget, helicopters, James Bond. Is there anything else you can possibly give us? Because I'm already really into it.
Well, fantastic. Keep talking it up. Thank you. Yeah, it's the first of many, and so as exciting as this is, we've got elements. We had like a rain machine built and fire machine built, and all these beautiful surrealistic things. Oh, with a shot of actually the helicopter that I'm flying in it.
Look at you.
I don't have my helicopter pilot's license, but I am getting my license to fly planes because of Wolfhound, the World War II film that I'm playing a pilot in. So there's elements of that. And then the next one, Delirious, which is my next single coming out June 21st, the video, the song, everything couldn't be more different.
Right. It's more of like electro pop style.
It is
right?
very much, you got a break beat with it. It's throwback almost Justin Timberlake, a little bit of Bruno. Very sexy, very sexual, very upbeat. And that music video is going to be shot in Malibu. Couldn't be more different. Couldn't be less classy in comparison. And once again, I have both sides to me, and so I'm really trying to show it off authentically through this new batch of music.
Wow, and you are the cover star of Bella magazine.
I am. Somehow they put this ugly mug on that magazine, so thank you guys very much.
Yeah.
It's too late
We don't
now. It's
feel
on
sad
stand. Can't do anything about it. Already printed it.
What can readers expect from the interview?
Well, it's the first time that I speak about how authentic and how real this music is to me. I've written every song and created it literally in my house with my best friend, Eugene. He's the most talented musician and producer that I know. So it's as truthful as it gets. And I do talk about my new TV show, which is hitting the CW.
The big stage.
Yeah, the big stage. This is actually the first interview I've been able to talk about
Yeah,
it.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm very excited. It's
Airs next month.
next month.
A little
Yeah.
exclusive.
No, I'm excited, man. I mean, it's pretty cool to have a primetime show airing all summer. I'm hosting it with my co-host Elizabeth Stanton, who's amazing. And people ask me, what is it about? And it's basically, we've sourced the most amazing talent from around the world, from China to people with residencies in Vegas, and brought them to our big stage, if you will. And without the pressure of competition, because it's not a competition-based show, we're allowing people to perform at their best, and we're just sitting there getting to watch and host and comment and share it with the rest of the world. So it's really cool.
It's
I
positive.
really love that it doesn't have a competition
Yes.
aspect to it.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like that sort of takes the fun out of a lot of those shows when you're just constantly comparing and pitting people against each other. But just being able to enjoy a wide variety of acts sounds really delightful.
sure. I mean, and as an artist myself, I know the pressure of when you go up there. I can only imagine, you know, it's like, oh, I'm gonna perform, and if I'm not good, if I get voted off, that means I'm terrible. I mean, it's, you know, especially for new artists and emerging artists, that's gotta be very, very scary, you know, hoping you get voted off every week. So on our show, none of that. They just get to perform at their best, and we get to enjoy some of the most amazing talents I've ever seen.
Very
awesome.
Yeah.
What's it like switching gears between doing music and acting? You mentioned you have Wolfhound coming out. You also have My Boyfriend's Meds coming out.
Yeah, so Wolfhound's in post. Hopefully we'll figure out distribution next year. But before that, My Boyfriend's Meds is a big old movie that I'm lucky enough to be a part of. It's going to a couple thousand theaters August 30th.
You are busy.
Big
Yeah.
cast in that film, right?
Yeah, huge cast, and yes, I am. Thank you. I'm glad. I hope I don't look too tired today. Just for the win. Yeah, I mean, Jaime Camille leads it, who just got his own show picked up, which I'm so proud of. Spin-off from Jane the Virgin, so proud of him. Yeah, Brooke Shields, Jason Alexander, Kevin from The Office, Brian Baumgartner. So I'm just blessed to be a part of a cast this talented and big, and it's, I guess, the biggest movie that I've done thus far, and it looks at the theatrical release. So a lot of stuff going on.
So much. We're looking forward to seeing it. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
Good to
And
go.
you can listen to Love You Sober on all streaming platforms, and be sure to look out for the music video when it drops next month. Thank you for joining us.